What's up guys, it's Andre back with another coffee station video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my station. I know it's been a few months since I've made a video. I've been posting shorts but not so much long form content, so I wanted to sit down and make a long form style video going over the details of my setup, what I think of it, if I've been enjoying it. As you can see, I still got my Profitec Move. Been about 6 months that I've had it now, so I'll be going over that as well as my grinder, as well as any accessories that I'm using on a regular basis. Let's get right into it. Has kind of remained the same for the last few months. I have the Eureka Atom W or W65 grinder here. This is a grind by weight grinder that I purchased a few months ago. I don't remember exactly when, but it was an upgrade from a single dose DF64 Gen 2 that I had that you can see in some of my older videos. Eureka Atom W65 has been a pretty awesome machine to live with and use on a daily basis. 95% of the time I'm grinding an 18-gram dose, so I just have it set to 18 grams. I put in my portafilter and it grinds out basically exactly that. It does vary by 0.1 or 0.2 grams sometimes, but it's not noticeable enough to matter. So that's been my daily driver for a few months now. It's made my life very easy because the grinds are very consistent, the grinder is very quiet, and it just looks awesome. Still using my finger as the leveling technique. I don't do a whole lot of WDT. I'm just old school like that. And honestly, with this grinder, because it's such a consistent and such a even grind, I haven't been having a whole lot of issues with any sort of channeling or uneven extractions. It's honestly made my life super easy. I've really been enjoying living with the Eureka Atom W65. It is a pretty expensive grinder, but it's one of those things that when you buy it, you realize why it costs as much as it does. So I highly recommend it if you're in the market for a grind by weight grinder. Eureka Atom W65 should definitely be at the top of your list. As far as the espresso machine, Profitec Move, I've owned this for a little over 6 months now. Last few months have been very smooth sailing after I fixed the leaking issue when I was back flushing. Thankfully, Whole Latte Love sent me the part. It turned out to be like a $10 three-way valve piece. It was a pretty easy fix. If anyone is interested in what that looked like, feel free to go to the shorts on my channel and you can watch kind of how I did that. But overall, the Profitec Move has been holding up very well. Still using it pretty much on a daily basis, sometimes several times a day. With it being summer, I've been doing a lot of ice drinks, so I haven't been using a whole lot of steam. So right now I got the machine just on a brew mode. By clicking this little button on the right here, you can actually flip it to turn the steam boiler on. But I don't even have that turned on right now because I've been drinking a lot of iced Americanos. Espresso Tonic has been huge. Just got into Espresso Tonics this year, and honestly, I feel like I've been missing out, guys. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I make a tonic here. And that's kind of been my favorite summer drink currently. What else? So very minimal maintenance. I've just been running my regular cleanings every 50 to 60 shots. The Profitec Move does give you a reminder. You can adjust it to be every 50 shots, 60 shots, up to like 120 shots or something. Once a month is the general recommendation, but if you're using it a ton, you might want to do it more often than that. And I've just been using a Cafiza solution with a blind portafilter basket back flush to kind of do that. So as far as upgrades, guys, it's been pretty minimal. After I upgraded my grinder, I kind of took a little bit of a break on spending money on coffee stuff. Did get this Luca precision scale, and I've been enjoying it because I don't have to replace the batteries. I can just charge it. It's pretty accurate. It has a timer built into it. It kind of goes more with my aesthetic, which is the black machine, black grinder, and I had a silver scale, so having this new scale, it definitely looks nicer. I would recommend it. I think it was about 60 bucks. It looks nice, it works good, it's a nice little digital scale. All right guys, so let me show you just how simple the workflow is. when you're working with the grind by weight grinder. Only downside with grind by weight is that the beans do sit in the hopper. So I usually I don't fill up the hopper all the way because I like to keep them in an airtight container to preserve freshness, but I do have the hopper decently full, basically enough to last me about a day or two between refills. And yeah, let me just show you how kind of my workflow. As soon as you drop in the portafilter, so the grinder, like I said, it's very nice. It makes some really quality grinds, very consistent. And my workflow for distributing the grinds is still kind of the whole tapping with my hand and then just kind of leveling it out with my finger. The one accessory that I am looking at getting is one of those tamp stations, because right now I'm just kind of tamping on my counter, and that just feels a bit too old school for me. So I've got the Profitec tamper. This one does not come with the espresso machine. This is an add-on piece, but I really like it. It's very comfortable in the hand, very heavy. Just a quality product like most Profitec items. Give it a good little tamp here. And I've been rocking the bottomless portafilter because it's just been working good for me. So I like using bottomless. I like seeing my extraction. So we're just locking it in here. And then with the scale, it does have a built-in timer, but I don't really need that because the espresso machine has a timer on its own. So we're going to put in the cup here, zero it out. Alright guys, if there's one thing I love about being a home barista, espresso enthusiast, it is watching a bottomless extraction. So that one was a little bit on the fast side, but this is a brand new bag of beans. So I got about 40 grams out, and that was in 20 seconds. Typically, I like to see anywhere from 36 to 40 grams out in about 25 to 30 seconds. So we were a little on the fast side there, but I will still definitely drink this. All right, let's make the espresso tonic. First things first, you want to take your tonic water, pour that in here. Once your tonic settles, add your espresso. And usually a good amount of tonic is going to be about 6 to 8 ounces. One of these bottles is 6.8. And I am just using one that was left over in my fridge, so I probably had a little less than that, but yeah, you're looking at about 6 to 8 ounces of tonic, a few ice cubes, double or single shot of espresso, and you just made your new favorite summer drink, the espresso tonic. Like I said, this has been my favorite drink this summer, making these almost daily. Very refreshing. They've got a little bit of sugar in the tonic water, so I prefer getting the light instead of the regular because it has a little less sugar. But this Fever Tree tonic water is really good. A couple of ice cubes, double shot of espresso, and about 6 to 8 ounces of that. You've got yourself a really nice summer drink. So refreshing. That is going to be my update with my coffee station. So like I said, I've been really enjoying it. It's made my life a lot simpler. I've been getting really good results, pretty good extractions with minimal prep. As you guys saw, I'm just using my finger and then tamping, but I've been getting pretty good results and I've been pretty happy with it. The only other thing I wanted to get was possibly like a tamping station, just so I'm not tamping on the counters. But other than that, I've been pretty happy with what I've got. Let me know what you guys thought of the update. If there's any accessories that you recommend that I look into that I maybe don't know about yet, drop them in the comments below. Give me a like and subscribe if you want to see more content around my setup and just other upgrades that I do in the future. If you enjoyed the video, guys, like, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.